Hey y'all, it's BJ Cooking and Things. I'm back. I'm coming up with an update for y'all about the trip to Georgia. I'm gonna let Michael tell you some things that went on and what happened, but it's not bad. So I'm gonna hand it over to Michael.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for their prayers and concerns. We went up to Georgia for me to take a test because I had some difficulties going on, and the doctor wanted to make sure that everything was fine. So he did an ultrasound, and he explained to me that what might be coming out from when I would go to the bathroom would be skin from radiation. So I was relieved about that. And then after the test he did this time, he did some radiation again.
Now, he didn't do no radiation, baby. He went there and did some surgery to close up an opening.
Okay. Then after that, then we stayed up there for about a day and a half. And then we came back home.
But the doctor tell you what the prognosis was? Meaning, did he tell you anything that might have to happen again if it?
Yeah, he said that if I have that problem again with any bleeding, he said he'd have to go in and do the same thing again to try to stop it this time instead of it continuing to go.
But the best part he said is you still couldn't find any.
Right, it still was no cancer detected, so it was still good on that part.
What did he say the site looked like where the cancer was? Do you remember what he said?
He said it was just scar tissue.
Mm-hmm. Said it was scar tissue there and he couldn't really find it. And Michael was a little upset, a little concerned until he found out.
I found out once he told me that what I was experiencing was from the surgery.
And what the procedure was going to be like?
Yes.
What did he say it was going to be like? What was you going to be like when you started taking the procedure?
When we sleeping?
Michael was concerned he was going to be awake, y'all.
Oh, yeah. That part I was kind of fearful of, that he was going to let me be awake while they did the procedure. But then once they let me know that the anesthesiologist was going to be there, I felt a lot better. Because
you knew what an anesthesiologist is supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
But one thing we found out, y'all, this was concerning to me is, and like I said, I worked in medical for almost 20-some years. I was a nursing assistant, and then I really worked in correction for 12 or 14 years. And I did not know that you could not chew gum before you had a procedure, any kind of procedure. And Michael had a piece of gum in his mouth. Had it probably like 20 or 30 minutes. And the nurse had said it might hold the procedure up. And neither one of us didn't really know why. So I Googled it, and the Google said that it could cause it would bother the saliva in your mouth, and it more or less like it would cause your mouth those glands to overreact, and a lot of saliva would reproduce, and it could go into your lungs. That's the reason you don't chew chewing gum before you have a procedure like that. So now I know.
I've never heard that before.
I had never heard such in my life, but I Googled it. The nurse wouldn't tell us when I asked her. Yeah. She was like, she couldn't tell us why we couldn't chew gum. But so when she walks out the room, I Googled it and found out. But I just give y'all a heads up if you didn't know, because I didn't know. But sorry about that, y'all. But overall, it was good. Everything went fine. And like Mike said, we thank you for all the prayers. Thank you for all the concerns. But y'all, if anybody you know that might need treatment, they need to do what, Michael?
Go to the City of Hope. Definitely call them up.
Do you have an address? Give them the address of City of Hope. I can't remember it specific.
Their phone number is 770-400-6000.
And what's the address? It's
The address is 600 Celebrate Parkway, Newnan, Georgia.
okay. Yeah, and if you just call that number Mike was telling you, if you need any help, they'll put you in the right place that you need to be. And people, I'm telling you, it's a truly, these people are truly genuine. They are very concerned about their patients. I've never been in a place in my life it really treats you the way they treat you. Race don't have a thing to do with what these people do. I mean, they treat every individual like you are somebody and not a number. You know, like sometimes you go to a doctor and you see the doctor and he treats you just like, well, you're 65, you're 70, or you're 80, your number, you don't concern them anymore. They just let you die. And another thing, if you might know now, Mike and I, we are a biracial couple. And how do they treat us when they see us, Mike?
Treat us wonderful. There's no bias in there. There's no hatred. There's no dislike. There's none of that.
But we have went through that how many times?
Many times.
In the medical department.
Yes, in the medical.
But I just wanted y'all to know a little bit about that, and we're gonna go now.
Well, I got a few things I want to say before you go.
Okay, go ahead.
Y'all listen, I'm not all 100% here. Some of it's because of all the things that I've been going through and the worries and the concerns and stuff like that. Because, you know, people get concerned when they think they're going to die. People start thinking negative. They start thinking, I don't want to die, because, you know, we were created not to die. We were, you know, God didn't make us that way. Jehovah didn't make us that way at all. But what I'm wanting to say to y'all is, if you have a spouse, if you have a husband or a wife, if you have a significant other, cherish them. This one that I have here, I wouldn't trade her for nothing in the world. She's a very wonderful woman. She's been there beside my side. She's been giving me a stronghold. She's been there for me when I was weak. She's been there for me even when I couldn't think of things to say or do. You know, I thank God for this woman here, because she is very remarkable. So if some of y'all out there have someone like this, please love them. Please continue to lift them up. I thank y'all, and y'all have a good evening, okay?
Yeah. And I thank you too, Mike, for that comment. I really, truly appreciate it too. Even though, you know, people, everybody, it's hard on anybody, regardless how long you've been together or what you've been through. It's a process, y'all. Marriage is a process. But we're going to let you go. I'm held you up now for 8 minutes. So enjoy your night. Have a safe night. And if you're in this weather that's coming, take care. Make sure you prepare for it. Find out about your family members, what's going on, where they're going to be, and all these things. And keep prayed up, y'all. Pray to Jehovah to ask for his forgiveness and guidance. And I'm gone now. Listen, subscribe, like, and share. Leave me a comment. Bye now.